Hey everyone. So I'm gonna jump on here. I'm gonna do my intro video. Kind of just tell you where I think the channel's gonna head and welcome you all here. Show you some things that I've made, and yeah, just a little get to know me and kind of what yeah, kind of what the channel's gonna do, I guess. So first off, some of you know me as Jeep Girl. Some of you know me as Cass. Some of you know me as Case. Some of you know me as Casey. This channel, we are going to refer to me as KayKay. I lost my dad last year. No, year before. Sorry, it was a year in December. It still doesn't seem real. But anyways, so I lost my dad, and he was my biggest fan and cheerleader. So I lost him to cancer and a stroke. And he fought hard. I'm so proud of him. But yeah, he was my biggest cheerleader, my brainstormer. Like, he would call me and say, KayKay, I have an idea for you. Okay, so he called me KayKay, and he called me KayKay. He called me KayKay more than KayKay. However, KayKay is like, that's his name for me. KayKay was an everybody name for me. My dad's the only one who ever called me KayKay. There was a couple that tried last year, and I said, absolutely not. No, sir. That was my daddy's name. So that is reserved for my dad. And the next time that I hear that, I hope that it is from him in heaven when I get there. So this channel is dedicated to my daddy. He was my best friend and always encouraged me. Always be creative, do something. The whole time I was growing up, he would sit and draw with me, encourage me to draw and color. He did woodworking, so like all those wooden lawn ornaments. Yeah, he used to make those. We had Smurfs running around all in our yard because I was a big Smurf fan. So he would cut those out, and he would paint them and seal them and everything, and he would sell those when he wasn't working. And so the creativity has always just been a thing in our family. My mom, she crochets and does plastic canvas, mainly plastic canvas now, and she hasn't quite done a whole lot of anything since we lost my dad. Again, she's trying to find her groove too. So hoping that she'll get back into that, because she makes amazing stuff with plastic canvas. Like, she's supposed to be doing a dollhouse. Yeah, and it's going to be pretty freaking fantastic. And then I found a log cabin type looking thing that I want her to make as well. So as soon as I know that she's back into it, she's getting the pattern. And she's going to make a big dollhouse, and we're going to showcase it on here because we can. Okay, so a little bit more about me. Let's see, I'm 46. I have 2 adult boys, sons that are out on their own. My oldest is autistic on the spectrum, and his name is Dylan, and you'll hear me refer to him a lot because he also watches all my videos, and so we always have to say hi to Dylan, and then we show him what we've done. So, hey buddy, I hope you have a great day at school today. I'll talk to you when you get home, okay? Let's see, I'm a weirdo. I am awkward. I think outside the box. I'm an overthinker. And I come up with very, very weird ideas, which is why I'm strange and weird. And I like to play with color. So a lot of my stuff is usually very bright. Let's see. My mom taught me to crochet when I was 7. We lived in Ohio. And we were at a friend's house playing cards. and they were trying to get me to do something, so I would stop bothering them. So my adopted grandma, very good friend of ours, went and got some yarn and a crochet hook, and she said, Carol, teach this girl to crochet and she will go and find something to do. So I was given a crochet hook and yarn. I was shown how to chain, and I sat and I chained and I chained and I chained all night long while they played cards. And then, so she let me take the yarn and the crochet hook home, because she had an abundance, and my mom was actively crocheting at that time, so she didn't have anything extra for me right then. So adopted grandma sent me home with some goods to keep me occupied for the weekend. So the next day I said, Mom, I'm done chaining. I don't want to chain no more. So we pulled all the chains out, and we rechained a certain amount, and we started a baby Afghan so that I could make something for my dolls. So she taught me how to double crochet. That was the only thing I knew how to do, was chain stitch and then double crochet back into my chain to start my project. And the way that she would double crochet, and at the end of each row she would chain 3, and then she would go right back into that first one, which would create a little scalloped edge. So it was always very cool. So once I made my baby doll blanket, I said, okay, what else can we do? Well, she taught me, I believe it's called Jacob's Ladder now. There was not a name back then. We're talking like 40 years ago. But my mom was taught, I believe, by my great-grandmother or her great-aunt or something. And it's back then, there was no videos, no YouTube, no nothing. So we just went with what we had. And so I believe now it's called the Jacob's Ladder. And so anyhow, my next blanket was, we did the foundation row, which I didn't know was a foundation row. I was just told to chain, right, in multiples of 10. I had to chain in multiples of 10. Technically multiples of 15 if you think about it, because my chain had to be 10 and 5, 10 and 5, 10 and 5. So that's how my mom taught me to count it, so I would have an even amount. So when I got to the end, I needed to end on a chain of 10. So I chained 10, and then I chained 3, and I double crocheted back into that first one. And so I double crocheted 10, chained 5, double crocheted 10, chained 5. Now in that chain 5, I skipped, did I skip stitches? It's been so long since I've done that one. I believe I counted over 5 and chained again. And then, so at the end, you would have chains, or you would have 10 double crochets and a chain of 5. 10 double crochets, chain of 5. Well, when you're all done, then you loop your chain 5s up, so it causes the chain to go up the blanket, which was very cool. So that was my second baby blanket. So then Mom said, okay, that's all I know how to do. Run with it. So what did I do? I started crocheting squares, and then I crocheted another square, and I thought, can I hook these together? I don't remember how I hooked them together, but at some point I crocheted them together, and then I crocheted up the sides, and I had a bag. Mom, I've got a bag. She's like, oh my goodness, I've only ever made blankets. So I just kind of ran with it. I just started making all kinds of different like shapes, squares and rectangles, and I was making stuff out of that. I was trying to make skirts. I was trying to make shorts. I was trying to be extremely creative at that age. So then we moved to Ohio, or I'm sorry, we moved from Ohio to Michigan to be closer to family. And that was just before I turned 8. So I celebrated my 8th birthday here in Michigan, and I've been here ever since, and I'm 46 now. So throughout the years, I have crocheted, I have learned to cross stitch, I have learned to diamond paint, I've done wood burning, I've done all sorts of stuff. So I oh, punch needles coming back. I learned a punch needle back in the day when my friend, I went to church with her, and her mom showed me how to punch needle back in the day, so that was fun. So I do have a small punch needle kit I bought at Hobby Lobby. I'm like, let's reminisce and do it again. I don't know, I haven't done it yet, but we're gonna. So then I got introduced to YouTube. And oh, was that a rabbit hole? As soon as I found out people were doing videos and teaching you different crochet techniques, that was my rabbit hole. I believe I figured out YouTube. It was after my babies were born. We had bought our house. So I'm going to say it was after 2001. So sometime after 2001, I figured out about YouTube. So I got in there and I was looking up crochet videos and stuff, and I came across Crystal over at Bag O' Day Crochet. And she has taught me so much. Back then, I didn't know anything about liking or commenting on videos. So that is something new that as I'm getting back into YouTube and crochet, because I've taken a break over the last couple years. So now that's a thing. I love commenting and finding a community. So yeah. So lots of wonderful, wonderful YouTubers. There's Bonnie Bay Crochets. There's Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet. We have a bunch of new young gals and guys that are crocheting, and I love it. A lot of people are crocheting. I'm seeing it on TikTok, and I am just, oh, my heart is melting. So keep it up, because I love learning something new. And my thing is I'm always grabbing a skein of yarn, and then I go out and I try to find the best video to make something out of that yarn. So give credit where credit is due always, especially if you post on social media and it's somebody else's pattern. You always want to make sure that you give credit where credit is due. So I've been asked by some friends to teach crochet. I am going on 4 weeks status post right hip replacement. So I'm in Michigan, the weather's, so I don't go out a lot right now. I'm kind of confined to the house. So this is like the perfect time now that I'm feeling better to get this channel going. So I've got friends that are trying to learn from YouTube, but have reached out and asked for some different videos. Hence the reason we decided to create the channel, is so that they have a place to go to find my videos all in one spot. And you know, if somebody else finds me and can learn something, that's awesome. But yeah, I'm just here to have some fun and to show what I make to the world. And I don't know, not everybody is likely to watch me. I do have social anxiety, so sometimes I stumble over things when I'm talking, or I get real excited and I'll talk real fast. But yeah, so for this channel going forward, just, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. It would be fun. I would really, really like to meet some new people and see if there's anybody here in Michigan that, you know, we can get together and crochet. I don't know, are there any retreats, crochet retreats? I know diamond painting and cross stitching has them. So if you know of anything, reach out, let me know. I'd love to do some traveling this summer. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some videos showing how to crochet the basics, right down to the basic bones. I'll show you what I know, and then you can branch out from there. This jacket, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to link her in the bottom. I'm gonna have to link them. Yeah, I'll link the YouTube channel in the bottom. The video I used to crochet this Beetlejuice jacket. A lot of you, friend wise that know me, have seen it. My Beetlejuice headband. Let's see, what else have I done? I'll just show you some of my things I've done recently. A lot of things I have given away. So I did it. This is one of my favorite beanies. So it's textured and got bobbles and stuff. Let's see. What else? If any of you know Wickedly Handmade, Andrea, she has the wild oleander hooded scarf. So I have made that in a variegated red and black. This one here is the new modified turtleneck cowl for her pattern. Let's see. I made a hexagon cardi top dress that lace ties in the back. I'm horrible at tying in ends, so I need to have a dedicated day to tie in ends, and maybe that's one of the days that we'll just do like a catch up and you can watch me tie in ends and I'll ramble. Lord only knows what we're gonna do. I've made this hexagon cardi, and I used the modifications for Wickedly Handmade that she has written up. Let's see, let me put my coffee down. So she has a way to do the sleeves, and if you buy her pattern, it's like $2 or $3. It'll teach you how to do her sleeves. So I can't teach you how to do that because it's hers. You're gonna have to go buy the pattern. But I can at least talk about it and give her credit. And some of the modifications on this were hers. So I will teach you how to make just a hexagon cardi. It's easy enough. It's a granny square, a hexagon granny square. So I'll teach you that, and I'll teach you a few different ways that I know how to do cuffs before doing this. Before I learned this one, which is just basic stitches too. So, or we can leave the cuffs big, whatever you want to do. Let's see. I made this top. So it's pretty much reversible. You could wear these colors in the front or these colors in the front. And I like it. It's just airy and open. Ended up a little bit bigger than I wanted. But it's going to be perfect for like a summer bathing suit cover up or anything. So this is just like open stitches. And yeah, I'll link her tutorial down there in the bottom too. I also made... I wanted a white vest, and I just used acrylic yarn for these. I am gonna see about getting a cotton and see if it makes it a little bit lighter. But yeah, it's just an open, again, I have to still weave in my ends, but it's just open. Probably go around and put a single crochet border around it or something. But yeah, I needed a white vest. I wanted a white vest, and so I just made one because they're, I don't know, it's cheaper to make these than it is to buy one anymore. Yeah, I got a bunch of other stuff too. I'll sprinkle in. I don't want to make this video too long because we're already at, what, 18 minutes? Yeah, so, diamond painting, I'll probably do a separate channel for that too. I have a channel for my stitching. I just don't do a whole lot of cross stitch right now. And that's explained over in my stitching channel, why I'm not doing that. Yeah, so lots of fun stuff to come up. And I think what we'll do is I'll do some videos. You won't see me in them. You'll just see my hands and the yarn and the crochet hook. So I think I'll do some of those, an overhead view so that you guys I can teach you some stitches. I think we're going to do some projects together with those stitches. Get you going on, you know, a basic square that you can turn into anything. So we'll do some projects together. We'll do some update videos. We'll do some crochet with me's. Yeah, we'll just make it fun. We'll just make it fun. So yeah, I'm excited. I am really excited to be able to share these things with you, share with, you know, what I'm making, and just to be able to pass on anything that I know and get you guys headed in the right direction of, you know, different videos to go and watch. So we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll see where this goes. I'm Dylan's excited. He likes to see all my stuff. He watches my videos. So, yeah. Let's just do the damn thing, shall we? We're just going to do it. So, I've got my yarn all behind me. This is my polyfill. I've got my yarn in these zipper tote bags. Keep dog and dust hair off of them. They're categorized by color. And so, yeah, I think I got enough to get us going. I have some favorite stitches I'll show you, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, anyhow, I hope you all have a great day. If you're just getting started, and you don't have supplies, or you want to go out and get something new to celebrate and start with, well, go out and get yourself, I would suggest starting with like a red heart, you know, 4-weight yarn, unless you want to work with bulky, and I would suggest, you know, a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I like Susan Bates crochet hooks because they have a little bit more of a pointed end, a blunt end. I don't like the real rounded. For some reason, I just can't crochet with those. But you can get any kind of crochet hook that feels right in your hand. Get yourself some yarn. You can go to Dollar Tree and buy some yarn if you want. They have some really nice yarn to start, and that's only like $1.25. And you can get a few little colors, and we can show you how to change color and stuff. But yeah, I don't have anything better to do, so I might as well, since I'm crocheting anyways, I might as well share it with the world, right? And give my boy something to watch and make my daddy proud. So yeah, coffee cups up, take a drink. And I hope that you'll join me in the next video, which will come very soon. We'll start with the basics, and we're just gonna run with it, and we'll see where it goes. So, from my home to yours, peace and love, my friends. I hope you have an amazing day.